and he denied him the popular view of PDP members. 14 out of 17 say that Wike should be the VP. In his wisdom, he chose that he should be Governor Okowa. I expect more explanation. I expect him to talk to Wike first.
My Naija people, how una dey? So then let's look at the PDP, Atiku, all of the related issues currently trending in the polity. Now, I must confess, Atiku's candidacy seems to be in a very, very bad shape. He seems not to have played his politics around Governor Wike of Rivers State very well, and this is having a backlash, a very serious one at that. Now, Governor Samuel Ortom of Benue State is in the news. He's always been in the news in recent times, especially considering the last 5, 6, 7 years, particularly, usually on security-related matters. But this time, he's talking about his party, the PDP. Governor Samuel Ortom says he's praying and fasting to know whether he would support his party presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar. So he was speaking on the morning show on Arise TV, and let's hear the much that he said.
I've gone into hibernation and I'm praying, I'm fasting, I'm praying. So at the end, if God directs me, as he has always done, that I should support Atiku, why should I not do it? After all, he's my party man, but I'm waiting for him. There are more that is expected. I expect him to reach out to Wike, who came second.
Now, I guess you know Governor Samuel Ortom is not the kind of politician that speaks from both sides of the mouth. When he speaks, you usually can count on his words. He's very vocal and he doesn't know how to beat around the bush. He states the issues the way he sees them and the way they are. So when Governor Samuel Ortom says he's praying and fasting, I guess we can almost predict what direction is looking at. It doesn't seem like all is really well in the PDP and in Atiku's emergence as the presidential candidate, and especially how he has also picked his running mate, the PDP vice presidential candidate.
I expect him to reach out to Wike, who came second, and he denied him the popular view of PDP members. 14 out of 17 say that Wike should be the VP. In his wisdom, he chose that he should be Governor Okowa. Governor Okowa is a nice man, he's my friend, and I have no problem with him. But if we are in a democratic era, and 14 people out of 17 say that it should be Wike, he in his wisdom gave it to Okowa. I expect more explanation. I expect him to talk to Wike first, that we're supporting. I expect him to even reach out to some of us so that together we can work as a party. So, but the bottom line is that for me, I've gone into hibernation and I'm praying. And at the end, whatever God directs me, I can assure you that I will do it.
Now, Governor Samuel Ortom, in that interview, also stated that Governor Nyesom Wike has never shown interest in being the vice president. He's been solely interested in having the presidency come to the south, and he was very categorical about that. In fact, he says that he was Atiku Abubakar himself who appeals to Governor Wike to join his ticket when he visited him after he lost out in the primary election. Now, if the much that Governor Samuel Ortom has said is anything to go by as regards the PDP recommending Nyesom Wike for vice president and Atiku overstepping that, I really think that is out of place for Atiku to do that, especially Atiku of all people who is a very experienced politician. Atiku should have known that will have a very serious backlash and a negative effect on his bid to be president, on his candidacy generally. Especially when we are looking at the man at the center of all of this now, Governor Nyesom Wike, looking at his influence in the country nowadays and in his party. I think such a man should have been respected, and having to overstep the decision of the PDP to have Governor Wike as running mate. I think I also do agree with Samuel Ortom. If in his wisdom he thought that Wike wasn't the best fit for him, he should have also reached out to Wike and, all of the other stakeholders on why he will have to overstep their decision. So tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Do you think Atiku was right in overstepping the PDP's committee, ignoring Wike as the recommended running running mate for Governor Ifeanyi Okowa. I think right now Atiku has a lot of work to do. He has a lot of reaching out to do in order to put things back in shape for the PDP. Now, the PDP obviously have not really started well. We have a number of build-up elections. Ekiti, was a disaster, and Osun is upcoming, and you want to see the PDP, having their hands together, putting themselves together to have a good run, a good showing in that election. And from all indication and from the way things are currently going, it doesn't seem like the PDP, and especially Atiku Abubakar, is in good shape. Now, it's not just Governor Ortom who is speaking in this line. Governor Ayodele Fayose, another very prominent figure in the PDP and a strong ally of Governor Nyesom Wike, is also speaking tough. Now, in an interview recently on Premium Times, Governor Ayodele Fayose of Ekiti had a lot to say regarding the subject matter. Now, in an article titled "Why Wike Will Not Support Atiku," Ayodele Fayose, former governor of Ekiti State, said this much. Now, the article reads, former Ekiti State Governor Ayodele Fayose has explained why he believes Nyesom Wike will never support presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Atiku Abubakar. Now, Mr. Fayose, in an exclusive telephone interview with Premium Times, said power must shift to the southern part of Nigeria in 2023 after the expiration of President Muhammadu Buhari's second term. The former governor also recounted how Mr. Atiku promised to make Mr. Wike, the Rivers State governor, his running mate after he was declared winner of the PDP presidential primary election. According to the former Ekiti governor, Mr. Atiku failed to fulfill this promise to Mr. Wike when he settled for the Delta State governor Ifeanyi Okowa as his running mate. Wike never said he wanted to be VP, but when Atiku visited him, he was the one who said, "I want you to be my VP." He said that to Wike, "I want you to be my VP." If that then changes, is Wike not supposed to be told? Is he not supposed to know? He recalled that Mr. Atiku had ignored the recommendation of the committee set up by the opposition party to pick his running mates. PDP set up a committee to recommend the running mates for the candidates, and the committee voted and picked Wike, but they didn't comply with the recommendation of the committee. If the party is now a one-man show, we will show them that we can resist it. We are with Wike 100%. Now, the interview goes further. It says, when they need Wike's money and Wike's support, they will say Wike is good enough. Wike has been injured, but we will remain with him. Whatever he does is what we will do. Wherever he asks us to go is where we will go. When asked what would happen, should Mr. Wike ask them to support Mr. Atiku, the former governor said, Wike will never say we should support Atiku. Wike cannot come out to say he is supporting Atiku. I dare him to say so because he knows that whatever he says will haunt him forever. If Wike supports Atiku, we will abandon him. That's former governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose, speaking there. You can say these are really, really tough and trying times for Atiku and the PDP. I hope they are able to put themselves together. I hope they are able to resolve this, because truly you cannot go into such a tough contest as the 2023 presidential election, in this state. They must resolve their differences and so that they can put up a good showing. So guys, thank you for watching, and please, like I always would request, subscribe to my channel because it helps this video to have a far reach, and comment. I love to hear your opinion, your views on all of these issues that I bring, and if you don't mind, share on your social media platform. I would really appreciate if you can do that. Thank you very much, my Naija people. Una do well.